Hi, I'm Chad. I just came back from a little camping trip out in the Fort Davis, Texas area, and get right to the point, I'm getting ready to post it on YouTube. I decided I'm going to create a YouTube channel, and before I do, and before I post the videos of the Fort Davis thing, I'd like to just give you a little bit of background of who I am and why I'm doing what I'm doing. So, who I am, I'm Chad, and what I'm doing is, and why I'm doing it is, after 29 years of, well, let's say 26 years of great marriage and some not so great, I was divorced. So I'll make this as brief as I can. It's not a sob story, it's an inspirational story. But when I was divorced, I'm not gonna lie, I went off the deep end. I lost it. I flipped out, freaked out. I lost it. So the thing that kept me from falling too dark or too far was motorcycles. I like riding dirt bikes, adventure bikes, do enduro. It was just my get away from reality kind of thing. So in that, what that led me to do was I started taking weekend camping trips on the motorcycle. Most of them out to the Big Bend area, because I'm fairly close to there. And so I started going out there camping and just riding, and in doing that, I just felt so, I don't even know how to explain it, at peace. I'd have to really concentrate to have a ill thought come into my head. I felt at home, you know, like this is what I need to be doing. So I made a decision that I'm going to take an early retirement and do this full time. So in 8-9 months, I'll have sold off everything that I own except for what I can pack on my bike, and I'm hitting the road. Just going to ride the country, Alaska, anywhere that my wheels roll. So that's my plan. And so the reason for this YouTube channel, when I would go out on my little camping adventures out in the Big Bend, I'd be walking around and riding, walking, hiking, whatever, and I would see things out there, and I'd be like, man, I wish my family could see this. You know, I wish Mom, Dad, Haley, Brittany, Nancy, just all my friends and family. It's like I wanted them to see it. You know, I'm by myself. So yeah, I would take pictures with my iPhone and post them on Facebook for them, but pictures never do it justice, you know. So the last camping trip I went out into Big Bend, I took, I think a 4-day camping trip. So I took video clips, riding, just scenery, hikes, anything I could come up with. And when I did that, I got back home and I had 4 days worth of video clips, and I'm thinking, how am I going to share that with them? You know, there's just way too many to text or to iMessage, you know. So I ended up putting them all on Facebook. So I had 4 days of video clips sorted out by day. Tried to stay in chronological order, but it was a train wreck. It didn't work out the way I'd hoped it did. So I don't even know if my family got to make it through all of them. So I wanted to come up with a better way of doing things, and somebody suggested to me, hey, why don't you do a YouTube channel? And like, maybe, you know. So here's something else about me. I'm probably the most camera shy, backward person on the planet. I avoid cameras at all costs. I don't even like to look in the mirror when I'm shaving, so it's that bad. Well, when I was out there doing the video clips, for the first time when out there, I didn't feel like I was alone. You know, don't get me wrong, I've never been lonely out there. I've been alone. But this time, when I'm videoing things, you know, and I'm talking to my phone, and there's not a soul around, sort of like here, so I can do it and I can be comfortable when I'm talking to it, and You know, I feel like I'm talking to my family. They were there with me, and can't really explain it. It didn't bother me at all to talk to my phone. Well, I got back and watched the clips as I posted them, and yeah, I got embarrassed. It's just how it is. I just get embarrassed easy. So I still posted them, still did it, and they liked it. Well, coming up with a YouTube channel, trying to find a way to lock it. I don't know anything about this kind of stuff, so I was trying to find a way of doing it to where I have 9 Facebook friends, so trying to do it in a way that only they could see it. Well, backing up, once I made the decision to do this full time and just start traveling and seeing the country, I did a lot of YouTube research. You know, I watched a ton of videos of people out there that's doing the same thing now as to what I will be doing. And I've learned a ton. They've taken a ton of work out of things for me. So it would sort of be unfair for me to do this and be too embarrassed to share it with somebody, because somebody out there might get one little thing out of a video that I post. And if it does, then great. If it doesn't, then that's great too. You know, at least the point is my family will see it. So I decided I'm gonna do it, and I don't leave for 8-9 months, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of practicing. This Fort Davis trip was a dry run, and it's a train wreck too. So a lot of mistakes in it. I didn't have a clue what I was doing. First time I actually used my GoPro for something like this, and so the mic in my helmet, I noticed, was loud, and then when I'm walking around talking to it, there are people around, and I'm embarrassed, and I think I'm speaking loud enough, but in reality I'm not. I'm whispering. So you have to crank up the volume a little bit when I'm off the bike, turn it down when I'm on the bike. Some more things that I did wrong that I know was I say anyway a lot, maybe a couple hundred times in these clips that I'm getting ready to post. So you don't have to comment. I already know. Got that covered next time. Something else is the camera. You know, I'd be filming something with the GoPro and the battery would die, so I just switched to the phone, and instead of turning it sideways, I'd stay like that. So it's just a jumbled up mess. I wasn't even going to post this. I didn't want this to be my first video, but you know, I'm going to be posting 8 months worth of crappy videos until I get the hang of this. I'll do weekend trips out in Big Bend, 2, 3, 4 day trips. I might review some gear, do some videos on bike modifications that I'm doing. Just things like that, just till I learn it. And if you stay with me, hopefully in a little less than a year, I can take you on some good adventures. So anyway, I said anyway again, that's it. Oh, and I thought about the name for my YouTube channel, and I believe I'm going to call it One Left Adventures. There's a couple of reasons behind that name, but we'll cross that bridge later on down the road. So again, anyway, hope you get something out of it. Later.